Money is a current that never stops flowing. It is fluid and always in motion. Money moves through various channels like transaction, exchange, trade, investment, and a host of other economic activities. Money has a direction of flow. Money flows in the direction of value. It can move through one person or business to another. It does so through the funnels of value. So if you're not creating value, money is not also going to be created for you. Find where money is flowing and insert yourself right in there. In 2024, you can make lots of money by identifying businesses that will spend a lot in solving problems that they are faced with. Think about it. In a world where everything is driven by value, those who understand market needs and provide the most value are most likely to make the most money. For the ideal money-making opportunities to find you, you have to stay in the spaces or environment where money-making opportunities occur. In 1994, Jeff Bezos, while surfing the internet, stumbled on the statistics that the World Wide Web usage was increasing by 2,300% monthly. He immediately realized the great possibilities of selling online. And just from that single event, he was able to birth the Amazon dreams. Welcome to Business Playbook. My name is Joe. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Finding where businesses and individuals are spending or will be willing to spend in 2024 is one key money-making move that can change your financial fortunes. Yes, let's talk about some things you should know about money before we begin. We can get tired of talking about money. It is a part of our daily fabric. Money is a current that never stops flowing. It is fluid and always in motion. Money moves through various channels like transaction, exchange, trade, investment, and a host of other economic activities. Money has a direction of flow. That's another thing you should know. Money flows in the direction of value. It can move through one person or business to another, but it does so through the funnels of value. So if you're not creating value, money is not also going to be created for you. Money follows cycles because it is influenced by economic trends, market conditions, and consumer behavior. Of course, when you talk about trends point to a general direction in which something moves. So trend points to a lot of relevant determinants that can help you decide your next business action or decision. So when you observe the right trends, of course, you can know where to pitch your tent. At this point, you're probably wondering why there is so much money in circulation, yet you are not getting a fair share of it. Of course, I understand that. I've once been there. Money is the traditional currency for measuring value, and how much of it you can make will be determined by the quality and quantity of value that you create. Yeah, the question is, have you created value traps that attract money if you really want to talk about making money without deliberately creating value traps? All that we talk about money, you making money and not making money, will not come into existence. So let's quickly talk about value traps. The law of attraction is a universal principle that states you will attract what you focus on. So if you are not focusing on creating value, for instance, you can't be assured of making money in return. Of course, you can't make it in greater quantity than the next person who deliberately focuses on creating value. The point is to become the person who attracts a lot of money or a lot of a business opportunity. You must also be that kind of person who is likely to attract that. And that's, of course, by identifying the right things you need to do per time. What exactly are value traps? Value traps are consistent and deliberate actions, reactions and interactions, mindset and lifestyles that help you attract money. And these value traps are governed by some principles. So I'll be talking about some of those principles, at least three of them for this particular video. There is the principle of proximity. For the ideal money-making opportunity to find you, you have to stay in the spaces or environments where money-making activities occur. I'll take that again. For the ideal money-making opportunities to find you, you have to stay in the spaces or environment where money-making opportunities occur. You do this by observing the right practices, putting yourself in contact with the right people who are connected to the right places where value is created and needed. Of course, there are points like networking points. There are places, events, where there are meetups, there are casual talking points where people have conversations, and of course, they get to, flow in the midst of where people create value, contacts that may result in making money. Another is the principle of reciprocity. Focus on creating exchanges or offerings that promote valuable benefits to others. Giving it a little extra, going the extra mile can make a whole lot for you in the space of creating or identifying value traps. This is how it works. When you give something valuable to your audience, for example, you're giving free samples. Of course, you must have seen businesses that make this happen. They give out free samples. And the idea is to trap the people in their value process so that once you get the sample, you have a feel of what they are offering. Another is to give a discount. Another would come up with bonuses. Others would, what's the word? Like MTN did some years back, bug off. You buy one, you get one free. You could also give out free advisory, pro bono consulting, or you could even be a helpful piece of content. When you do all of this, what you're simply trying to make happen is you're pulling a positive trigger that sets the tone for unsolicited rewards and gains. Outside a personal example, one of my businesses focuses on brand creation. That's what that's business is particular about. But when I'm setting up or on a branding project for my clients, this is one of the things I do. I offer pro bono consulting, my other area of expertise, where I help them, talk about what they can do to make positive impact in that aspect of their business. And over the years, over the months, this is what happens. Once there is a need for that, I become top of the mind, in their thinking for this client or probably would be clients. I become somebody of interest that they can recommend because they know that I already have great ideas around this. So when you understand the principle of reciprocity, of course, you're giving out something. The goal is not just to give because you want to get, but of course, by the law of nature, when you give out something, it definitely will always find a way to come around you. So observing these principles help you to outplay competition and puts you top of the mind in the minds of your clients or would-be clients. And there is the third one, the principle of opportunity recognition and ignition. People with the ability to recognize patterns and behaviors that have potential economic value are most likely to create more business opportunities than those who don't. Truth is, knowledge is crucial in recognizing opportunities. So if you are not knowledgeable in a particular space, you may be blind or most likely blind to opportunities. In 1994, Jeff Bezos, while surfing the internet, stumbled on the statistics that the World Wide Web usage was increasing by 2,300% monthly. He immediately realized the great possibilities of selling online. And just from that single event, he was able to birth the Amazon dream. So it is important that you activate the principle of opportunity recognition and ignition, where you're able to recognize patterns and behaviors that can help you, identify potential economic opportunities. People with high opportunity recognition skills can create new products that address existing gaps or new needs. Opportunity recognition is essential, it is an essential for every entrepreneur or somebody who wishes to solve a problem and make profit as a result. So opportunities that come up in this spaces for entrepreneurs with high opportunity recognition skills are most likely to make it in the business space. So if you are someone who is looking out for such opportunities, this is one important principle that you should focus on. Let's connect the dots. So, finding the direction money is flowing to and inserting yourself in the money equation is one of the biggest moves you can make in 2024 to create your own value vaults. The following insights will change the shape of your financials in massively new ways if you apply them well. Businesses often invest in technologies and automations that help with efficiency in operation. They also invest in service delivery and they also hope to reduce labor costs. So whatever things that can help them achieve this is going to be top on their list of to-dos. So for instance, labor costs takes up to 70% of business expenses. Businesses also spend on marketing, brand development, brand management, as well as employee development. The list also varies, of course, by the interest of these businesses. However, there are key areas you can start looking into. So I'm going to take you through a list of opportunities or businesses that you can look at. So let's look at specific areas where businesses are spending or will eventually make spending. It is important. Businesses often seek support from various services and professionals to efficiently handle non-core functions. Businesses would rather want to focus on where they have their core strength and leave the non-core functions to professionals, to vendors, to service providers that can help them achieve that. And of course, that creates an opportunity for you to plug in if you have something of value to offer. Here are the following things or the following activities they are likely to spend money on for support to have their business well optimized. Follow me. There is data analytics. Leveraging data for informed decision making is crucial to any business. Of course, this leads them to investment and in anything that can help them make best use of the data that they have. At the base of businesses sits tons of data that they are not able to analyze, they're not able to break down and see what projections they can make out of it. So if you're one who is in the space of data analytics, leveraging data by helping these businesses make crucial informed decision that can transform their business is one thing you want to look at. Another is customer relationship management, CRM. You must have heard about that a couple of times. So these systems will help businesses manage customer interactions and improve their customer experience as a priority. So if you have insight, if you have knowledge around the space, this is another area that you want to help businesses, have an advantage over others. Customer relationship management is key. Businesses are struggling nowadays because they are not able to maintain the relationship. They can't harness the value that they have in the relationship with their customers. So if you have the idea or the insight on what to do, this is one opportunity to plug into. Another is artificial intelligence and automation. Companies explore AI solutions to streamline their processes, to automate tasks, and improve their overall operational efficiency. So if you are skilled in this space, if you are knowledgeable in this space, These are things that you can propose to companies. Of course, there are lots of companies that are struggling with streamlining their processes. They are that are thinking of automating tasks. Just think about it. What are the things that you can do for businesses like this that can help them streamline the processes, automate their tasks, and improve their overall operational efficiency? Another is digital marketing. Companies allocate a lot of funds for online advertising, for social media campaigns, and search engine optimization. A lot is happening nowadays that businesses are moving from offline mostly to online, or they are having a hybrid of both. And of course, it means these businesses need to be properly positioned on the digital space. So if you're one who has the capacity to help them sort out online advertising, get the best bargain for them, ensure you can have a well coordinated and integrated social media campaigns for them. I think that is something of interest that you could pitch to different businesses. Search engine optimization, of course, comes top on the list where businesses want to be easily found with a click. If you're proficient in that space where you can help them, put them on the top of searches so that when people come online looking for them, they can get them. Digital marketing is one space that you want to play in. Another is cybersecurity. Of course, with the rise in cyber threats, businesses are beginning to prioritize robust investment in security measures to protect their data and systems. Of course, these are not things that happen to small businesses. Of course, there are mid businesses that can also afford this. If you are skilled in this area, you know the exact things to do to help them protected against cyber threats. Businesses would be looking for your services in 2024. Of course, there are skills that are required for that. So if you're that guy, if you're that business, if you're that individual that has what it takes to make this happen, that's one area you should be looking into. Another is cloud computing. Many businesses are shifting to cloud-based services for improved scalability, for efficiency and cost effectiveness. So in this cloud computing space, it means businesses are no longer investing in all that it takes to have those things. Of course, they subscribe to some kind of services and they get the benefits of this. AWS is one that offers the solution to a couple of businesses out there. If you are a trained person certified in that space that can advise, that can help businesses set up and plug into this opportunity space, this is something of interest that I think you should start looking into. There is another opportunity in the space of employee training and development. Of course, there are businesses that cannot match with competition out there if they are not constantly training their team members or helping their team to develop. So continuous learning programs and skill development initiatives are common things that they want to investing. So they will do this to enhance their workforce capabilities. If you're versatile, good at training and bringing out the best from team players, and you have the resources to have that happen, of course, this is an opportunity that I think you can plug into. There is content creation. Freelance content creators, content marketing agencies, graphic designers can take advantage of this. If you know you are a freelance content creator, you are a content marketing agency, you are a graphic designer or visual designer or whatever it is, and you are into content creation, that space of content creation is another that you should focus on in 2024. That's one big money move that you can make that will create value and also return profits to you. There is brand design. What support services can you offer to businesses in this space? There are lots of businesses that are not really optimized in the area of branding, brand development, brand management, and what have you. What about coming up with services around graphic design? What about coming up with branding solutions? You don't necessarily have to be the one who does this. You could just be the business brain behind it. You have a team that gets this happen. But what I'm saying is businesses in 2024 will be looking a lot more at brand design, brand development, and the like, because they need to separate themselves or create a unique identity for themselves out there in the already saturated market space. There is user experience design. UI, UX design agencies help businesses to in usability testing. If you know you're skilled in that space, a business wants to come up with a particular design, and they're really looking for the best framework to use for it, the best design to come up with, and all of those things, so that they can create the right experiences for their customers. I mean, of course, there are lots of businesses in those space. That is an opportunity for you. If you run a design agency, that's something that you could look out for. A lot of companies outsource customer service. What support services can you offer to businesses like that? Are you the type that can run outsourced customer support? Can you run customer service training programs? Are you very detailed and outstanding when it comes to customer relationship management? Or you can build the systems for them, or you can actually set up chatbots that can help them achieve this. This is an opportunity for you in 2024 to plug in and make tons of money. Audience growth is another point. There is a lot happening in the market space. A lot of competition is going on out there, and businesses are thinking about expansion, about growing their current um, audience. And one way they can have this done is through influencer marketing or digital marketing. Are you a consultant in that space? Do you have an agency that runs that? You have done this, you've proven it over time that you have the capability to make these things happen. That is one opportunity to plug into audience growth. If you can make this happen for businesses, you would be in a lot of money in 2024. What about social media monetization? Businesses out there are thinking of opportunities they can embrace, or the frameworks that they can follow, or the insights that they need to have to monetize their channels on social media. So if you provide support services around monetization strategy, or you are one who is a great social media manager, that is an opportunity for you to plug into social media monetization. Not many businesses know this. So if you are good at having this done, that's an opportunity for you to set up for 2024. You can start right now identifying the businesses that would need your services, and this business is cut across industry, segment and spaces. You are not limited to any particular one, be it in the health industry, be it in the fitness industry, be it in the look good or feel good industry, the banking, whatever space. Just have what it takes, and you're sure that you can deliver that. Another is design thinking. Of course, there are ideation consultants, there are innovation consultants who help businesses to design their thinking. They come up with ideas. Not only those ideas, they also come out with building plans, frameworks that can have them achieve the idea. They come up with the idea, they come up with the concepts, and they productize this idea. Design thinking, it's that space where these things happen. So if you're the type who is an ideation consultant, who is an innovation consultant, that is a space that you can grow in. There are lots of businesses that are currently offline. Of course, they are doing well, don't get me wrong, but then they do not have an online presence. So businesses like that who have been over the years may in 2024 be seeking opportunities to grow on their online presence. And the real deal here is most of them do not know where to go to. So if you start by proposing that you could help them develop their websites, that you could help them in SEO consulting, that you could help them puts them on the virtual space or the digital space where a lot of things are happening right now. I think that would be an opportunity that they would embrace with both of their hands. There is sales and marketing. Of course, the lifeblood of every business is around sales and marketing channels. If you run a marketing agency or you run sales training programs that can help these businesses optimize their best form, I think this is an opportunity that you really would like to play in. Sales and marketing, it never goes out of date. There is alternative power. Renewable energy is becoming something of late. Sustainable infrastructure developments and all of that for businesses. Recently, a client of mine got entangled with a power holding company because the bills were becoming very outrageous, unaffordable, and they decided to look for alternative power. Of course, the last time I visited this particular business, one thing that they've been able to do is to set up inverters and solar solutions. So it means they have 24-hour power supply without interruption, and also paying less of it over time. Of course, it's a long-term investment, which means that at the end of the day, they don't end up spending a lot in that space. So I'm talking about alternative power. What can you do to help these businesses? Could you talk to major suppliers about making this business become solutions that they can pay for monthly rather than pay exorbitant rates and hikes that power companies are selling to them? Could they package it in such a way, productize it in such a way that these businesses can pay for them over a period of time, say 1 year, 18 months, 2 years? Can you make that happen? Businesses are paying a lot for power. So could you be that renewable energy consultant who comes in and talks to these businesses? One or two businesses can come together to decide to use this same facility. Could you plan something around that? That is something that is going to happen in 2024. It's one of the trends that I'll be talking about in my subsequent videos that the world is shifting towards. You know, you productize energy. How are you going to do that? It's something you probably want to look into. Of course, there is bookkeeping and accounting. Not very many businesses understand the concepts of accounting and bookkeeping. So you could come up with solutions in the place of consulting, in the place of offering maybe once a week service for these businesses on proper accounting and bookkeeping services. There are lots of businesses that are being drained and they are not aware of it just because they do not have the proper bookkeeping and accounting principles backing their business or framework to support those businesses. It's an opportunity that you want to play into in 2024. Bookkeeping and accounting, of course, it sits at the base of any business that wants to succeed. Of course, if you're offering the right value, no business is going to turn you down if they have a true need for it. There is simple tech and simple automations. IT support services, tech consultants, automation consultants, workflow optimization experts have an opportunity here. If it is something that you're good at, I've gone to business spaces and I've seen that the struggles that some of these businesses have is just they're just an idea away from the solution. And you know, some things could be simple automation would have solved that. People in payment processes, repeated activities that are done daily, weekly, monthly. Those ideas could be simply automated by simple tech. If you know you have this, look at businesses that have gaps in this area. What things can you help them automate? What's activity that they do repeatedly that is part of their business that you can help simplify and automate so that they don't have to do this rigorous monotonous services? Think about it. There are businesses that need solution like that. You could just be the one who makes this happen for them. Of course, you would run that on a retainership. You would run that on a consultancy that works for both you and them. There is social media planning and management, social media management agencies, content scheduling services, and a lot of those things can be done. So if you know you are the type that has the capacity in social media planning and management for content, for scheduling and all of those things, this is an opportunity you want to take. This is what I have discovered. Businesses find a lot of value in outsourcing and leveraging specialized tools to enhance their capabilities in all of these areas that I've mentioned. So if you can do something or offer value that allows them focus on their core competencies, it means they would be buying into your idea. In the year 2020, I sold a particular solution to one of my clients. Of course, they had a lot of their members go to a farther distance to do registration on at the beginning of the year. And I thought about it that one thing I could do was to cut off that need to go to a particular location. They spend a lot going to the location. They get stuck in traffic for hours. And of course, the barrage of requests and all of those things happening at the location became a concern to this particular client of mine. So I thought about it in late 2020, uh, proposed the idea that we could automate this process and make it easy so that anyone from the comfort of their home or office could just do a click, fill in one or two forms, and they get the clearance that they need for it. Of course, that has been working up till now as I speak to you. It was a solution that cut off that. Of course, we are paid quarterly for making that solution happen. So there are other things that you can help businesses do. You can help them outsource a part of it. You can help them leverage on specialized tools that can enhance their capabilities and reduce the burdens that they go through. Of course, you should remember one thing. These specific areas of investment that I've talked about, or of opportunities that I've talked about, they vary from business to business. For some business, it might be simple tech. For another, it could be social media planning. But whatever it is, one thing I think you should know is the need for you to research this between now and 2024. There is ample time for you to make this happen so that you know specifically which area or which segment you want to play in. It is important that you know this, that there are businesses that are already doing some of these things that I have suggested, but it doesn't mean you can't approach them. Some don't feel they are getting the best value for money yet. So what can you do in cases like that? Can you offer superior value? If you are sure you can offer superior value, it is yours to take. I have done things around this space. So I've seen that even though clients, targeted clients say they already have someone or some business that is providing that service, the moment I'm able to offer one mouth-watering superior value, they just come all over for me. So you can't look at that. Secondly, there are businesses that have not begun doing any of these things that I've talked about. There are lots of boring businesses, and by boring businesses, I mean businesses that are established but still have old practices. These businesses may be willing to take advantage of this solution. What can you do for them? Can you offer introductory value? Of course, this is where samples, this is where pro bono services and all of that can come in. You just give maybe a 1 week offer, a 2 week offer for free for them to just see what you're capable of doing. You show them the possibilities, you show them the opportunities by just giving them a foretaste of it so that they know what is to come. That can help you take over the account and start running big in 2024. I have said a lot about what you need to do to move in the flow of making money in 2024. Of course, there are going to be groups of people who exist in this space watching this video, listening to me and taking notes. The first group will be the people who would watch this money moves and they would talk about it and they would never do anything about it. Another is the group of people who would make money moves. Of course, they will watch this video, decide to do something. They will start researching the value that they need to offer so that they can also take a share of the flow of money. Of course, which one you're going to be will be determined by the money moves that you make, by the actions that you decide to make. Of course, my advice to you is to make 2024 count. Start where you have the most strength and greater value to offer. No matter what it is, there is something you are excellently good at. There's something that you are standardly okay at doing that you can start taking advantage of. So it must be that you look for your most strength and you look for where you can offer greater value. Find where the money is flowing and insert yourself right in there. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you can be first to receive my new videos. Until I come your way, my name is Joe. Cheers.